We just got off finishing ECW Guilty as Charged 1999. And it started off with Paul Heyman going on about how ECW isn't like all the other promotions and they're not going to lie to us.
Yeah, they said that they had to cancel 2 matches, but they replaced the people, I guess.
I mean, like this intro was unique. I mean, it's for me personally, I thought Paul Heyman was kind of like, it was a bit like the whole John Cena thing that we've spoken about. He said that just to try and prove a point.
Yeah.
But like I always felt that Paul Heyman cared more about himself than the actual fans, because that's sort of why Paul Heyman left ECW to start off with.
Yeah, like Paul Heyman was, I believe, apparently notorious for being selfish.
Yeah, he didn't pay his workers or anything. But this event was really, really good. It started off with the FBI versus Danny Doring and Amish Roadkill in a...
It was alright, like it served its purpose, but the match actually picked up more when Balls Mahoney and Axel Rotten came in.
And then they went on about how it looked like sort of a gay
dance party.
Yeah, so they turned into a triple threat elimination. Sorry, you go.
It was like a hardcore rules type thing. Well, it's ECW.
Yeah, so
of course it's going to be
expected.
hardcore rules.
Danny Doring, sporting the best hair that I'd ever seen, with it's kind of like Fight Night. It's one of the boxing games where you pick their hair to be long, but it's just above your ears.
Yeah.
Kind of like I thought his hairstyle was just amazing, and of course Amish Roadkill having an awesome beard. The whole match was brilliant.
And Tracy Smothers being the best dancer ever.
Just it was a good opener. It got, not the best match of the night, but it's your opener. You're not expecting,
you don't have your opener outdo the main event.
Do you know what majority of these? I mean, do they all still wrestle? Or
I believe so. Yeah. Nuncio, Little Great Guido, as he was called, he was a referee for one match in WWE.
All right. I liked Little Guido's as a wrestler. I mean, I hope he's still out there. Well, that's good. I mean, it's always a shame when you have wasted kind of wrestlers that haven't that they're good, but no one gives them a shot just because they're quote unmarketable. Because there are still fans out there that do want to watch wrestling on wrestling shows, and just because the guy's not a pretty looking guy, and just because he's not a muscular guy, doesn't mean anything really.
Yeah.
Next match was Tajiri versus Super Crazy. In a match that it was a good match. Don't get me wrong.
It was a brilliant match, but
felt it kind of overstayed its welcome.
This first is the way a fast-paced match should be. But it lasted way too long. They did finishers way too much.
I mean, I don't watch a lot of ROH. Is that kind of what people complain about ROH?
I think so. They just have finisher.
Yeah, it's kind of
makes it kind of meaningless.
Yeah,
but it's still good for
brilliant. Yeah, brilliant high spots. I mean, it was 11 minutes, that's more or less the average for most matches.
Yeah, they shouldn't have used the finishers so early.
Both so talented. I mean, Tajiri, it said the guy, the Joey Styles said that Tajiri had been wrestling for 4 years and he was about 29.
29,
28. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and I was like, wow. It shows that, it's never too late. I mean, Tajiri, for a guy that started so late in his life, I mean, you mostly start when you're younger.
DDP.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, you can still prove. I mean, it's I guess unfortunately as it is today and been like this for a couple of decades now, it's about being marketable.
Yeah.
If you're not marketable, people won't really believe in you. It's such a shame. You're going to hear me say this quite a bit, unfortunately, but no, it is a shame when you don't have good match though, brilliant match.
It was an awesome match.
Both guys. I mean, I'd have to actually look them both up on when they were in WWE. I mean, I'm sure they would have had some sort of match on SmackDown or Raw
or ECW. Like, they had like a weird like three-way dance type match.
Next was actually Terry Funk.
Oh yeah, Terry Funk.
Promo.
Terry Funk cut a promo in the locker room, brilliant. And it was pretty good. It's a typical Terry Funk promo, which a typical Terry Funk promo outshines like any other promo today, in my opinion.
Talking about I love that promo about the jackass.
Yeah, he like spoke about like how when he was a kid, his dad like got kicked in the nuts by like a jackass, and he took a knife, slit the donkey's throat.
And then more or less went on to say that who was it? Was it Tommy Dreamer?
Tommy Dreamer.
I mean, like a brilliant promo. And then this judge came out and started talking.
Cut a promo which was way too long.
Talking.
And he just was like, maybe that's the whole thing. It would make like the fans get annoyed with him. Like, just shut up.
Well, out came John Cronus.
Awesome wrestler.
Awesome wrestler. Funny gimmick. I mean, it's kind of like that. That would be like what Santino should be, but Santino wouldn't be able to pull it off.
And versus like
Sid Vicious came down.
This was a squash match, but it was a pretty good squash match.
John Cronus took a bump that would have probably inspired Dolph Ziggler to take the similar bump. I mean, not saying that that's what happened, because obviously it probably didn't.
No.
But like, I was just a brilliant. He got launched out of the ring through a table like head first.
Yeah.
I laughed so much. That was just another great squash match. So far, we haven't actually seen I don't think a bad squash match. I mean, I don't think we have, not yet. We've been doing this.
We haven't seen like a bad, well, not really a bad match in general since doing this.
The next match was the Dudleys. The Dudleys, more or less, Dudleyville came out, and Bubba Ray, of course, screaming like just anything. He was a mess. The guy with the neck brace going on about how
I think his name is Joe Gardner.
He had sex with Disney characters, Donald Duck.
Daisy Duck.
Sign guy, not only kills people he has sex with.
No, that's big. That's big dick.
Oh, big dick. I
rips them in half and like pretends like they're twins.
I was like, and there was just like really weird things that.
Yeah, it's a typical ECW promo.
I just thought it was hilarious. I thought that was pretty funny.
And they called out like anyone in the locker room or fans.
And of course, out came New Jack and Spike Dudley.
Spike Dudley looking like Mustafa.
Looking like the guy from Wayne's World. That's what I thought he looked like. Spike Dudley has been another person who's amazing at taking bumps.
Yeah.
And he's never had like an injury apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Like not a serious injury anyway. I mean, like for a guy that doesn't really have like a lot of muscle mass, I mean, he's more or less your Joe Bloggs, your average guy. Yeah. And I thought this was just like a sort of assault. I didn't realize this was a match.
Yeah, like New Jack came out like New Jack's gimmick was like his music would continue playing.
I didn't know that. I was saying, isn't this assault going on a bit too long? I mean, that's probably the only downside. I mean, like if I'm nitpicking, the whole assault was a enjoyable assault, but I was like, isn't it going a bit like Bubba Ray? I have to say, angered me though by just not selling.
Yeah,
I was really, really disappointed, and I was really angry with Bubba Ray. The rest of them were fine, and Bubba Ray was just being a complete and utter like douchebag and not selling.
Like after the match, the Dudleys won, but they got their like asses kicked.
Yeah,
and they ended up cutting a promo, which in my opinion wasn't necessary.
No.
But they called out Public Enemy, and they just kept attacking New Jack and Spike.
Bubba Ray just kept on getting distracted.
Yeah.
Next match was RVD versus Lance Storm for the TV title.
It was an amazing match. If you've watched TNA recently, the way RVD talks, he did all these things that were never done at the time.
Yeah. I
think he has a point now, because I never really watched much of RVD's stuff when he was in ECW.
Such an innovator.
He was, yeah. So much stuff he did. If you take a wrong move, you'd probably break your neck.
Yeah.
Like it's like that could be called either like being like reckless or being like a really like brave person.
Lance Storm as well. I mean,
Lance Storm wasn't even meant to be in the match. It was meant to be Masato Tanaka, which in my opinion would have been a better match because both of these people have like chairs.
I think Lance Storm complimented RVD. They both complimented one another. Yeah. It was Bill Alfonso. I was complaining about him throughout the whole. Just would not shut up.
But I think that's what he did. I think that annoyed the fans.
I strongly dislike. I actually think I hate Bill Alfonso more than I hate Santino, and that's actually That's actually a well done. I mean, I didn't think I'd ever hate someone as much as I hate, Santino. It was just a good match. If they left him out, it would have been better, I feel. But it was an amazing match.
Yeah. RVD retained the title.
Just Incredible versus Tommy Dreamer in a Stairway to Hell match.
Like, it was an awesome match. Like, Tommy Dreamer came out with a ladder. Like, Just Incredible's gimmick was he had like this faction that were like all weird freaks, like, and Nicole Bass was one of them. And Nicole Bass getting some like a lot of like grief from the fans, like you're like calling her a man.
She doesn't really do herself any favors, to be honest with you. But when she shouts, it's like, I mean, fair enough. Like, okay, like we'll look past the obvious downsides of her.
Huge muscle-bound person.
The fact that when she shouts and the things she says and screams, it's kind of like one of those people you see at the pub that will start on other people. And it's kind of like, look, just calm down a little bit. I understand it's a character you're portraying, but just calm down. You're not doing yourself any favours.
I liked it.
I thought the whole match was good.
Like Tommy Dreamer did like a cutter off the like ladder. Like, you had two ladders, put them both up, and Tommy Dreamer did a cutter off it. That was a good spot.
Yeah, the dream cutter.
No, it was just a cutter. I don't know if that.
That's what Joey Styles called it.
Was it?
It's called something like a dream cutter or something like that.
I never knew.
I think he's called it that. I might have just imagined it.
And when Tommy Dreamer got the candlestick, because it was a candlestick that was like hung, and he was about to use it, then Terry Funk came out, smacked
his face,
smacked Tommy Dreamer with a bin. Like, and it looked pretty painful. And Just Incredible did like a tombstone. They called it like something like That's Incredible.
Onto
the ladder, and that got Just Incredible the victory.
I loved when I watched Heat a few years ago. I think it was Michael Hayes that pointed out that Just Incredible's name is Just Incredible. Pointed out that pun. I mean, well done, Michael Hayes. If it was him,
well done.
Otherwise, I'm just slandering for the sake of slandering. Main event. Taz versus Shane Douglas
for the ECW title. This was a truly awesome match. Like, they started off like it was like slow, like they got testing each other out, pretty much, and and then they went to the crowd, started beating each other up in the crowd. That was good, and
suplex over the bars by Taz. I mean, Shane Douglas sporting the Triple H look before Triple H ever had it. That's for those people that think everyone copies everyone.
Yeah.
I thought great, brilliant main event. It got me all psyched up.
Like, Sabu returned, and his return was so spectacular. I never knew ECW had pyro.
Pyro,
he ran down like the ramp. It was like a restaurant. Did like a springboard double clothesline, and he just beat them both senseless.
I loved Sabu's return. Sabu looked like he injured his foot again by doing that sort of rotating frog splash through the table. Like
he was sporting like a neck injury or something like that.
I really enjoyed this event. Another event that I thoroughly enjoyed.
Taz won the last match. Doing like the Taz mission.
The great event just overall.
Yeah.
Just thoroughly enjoyed it. Brilliant. We'd happily watch this again as well.
Yeah, I'd recommend anyone out there watch it.
Just watch it all. It's on YouTube somewhere. Yeah. All right, bye.
you. Bye.